Hey up guys, welcome to An Idiot Mod Skyrim, part 13, officially, unofficially patched. Let's go straight on to the Nexus with mod number 1, Unofficial Skyrim Legendary Edition patch, by the Unofficial Patch project team. This mod is an amalgamation of 4 mods: the Unofficial Skyrim patch, the Unofficial Dawnguard patch, the Unofficial Half-Fires patch, and the Unofficial Dawnguard patch. As you'll see, these files are no longer supported. We should use the Legendary Edition patch instead. So that's what we're going to do. And because of that, I would highly recommend that now would be a good time to make sure you have all the DLC. I'm going to take a second out here guys, just to recommend that if you don't already have all the DLC, now may be a good time to get it. Firstly, because it means that we can use this patch rather than using the patches that are no longer supported. 2 is the fact that at the time of recording the Steam sale was still on, so you may be able to pick up that bit you're missing at a cheaper price, although I'm sure you'll be able to find it cheap on several other websites. And thirdly, that if you update to either the Legendary Edition or complete your DLC collection before October of 2016, you will qualify for an update to Skyrim Special Edition when it is released for free. There are several websites, including Steam itself, stating that anyone with the Legendary Edition or with all the DLC will get it, so it's pretty much written in stone that we're going to do that. But let's get back to the job in hand and have a look at this mod. It's described as a comprehensive bug fixing mod for the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Legendary Edition. The goal of the Unofficial Skyrim Legendary Edition patch, that's also known as USleep, is to eventually fix every bug with Skyrim and its 3 DLCs that were not officially resolved by the developers, to the limits of the creation kit and community developed tools, all in one easy to install package. As is usual, I would fully recommend reading all of this front page, checking out some of the links and some of the posts. I would do it here, but this video would go on for several hours, and I'm sure you don't really want that. What I will draw your attention to is the installation requirements, that you should have the official Skyrim patched up to 1.9.32.0.8 or greater, basically whichever version's on Steam really, and you should have the official Dawnguard, Half-Fires and Dragonborn DLC. There is a complementary mod to this in the Unofficial High Resolution patch, which is the next mod we will be installing, as well as a recommendation as to where this should sit in our load order. They do also recommend that you use loot should you have any problems. There are a couple of errors that you may need to fix and how to do it here, but for the time being we should be okay to go along to Files and Download with Manager. The second mod for today is the Unofficial High Resolution patch by the same team, and this just does for the high resolution patches what the Unofficial patch does for the game. It fixes the little errors that were left in there by the developer. There is a slight difference with this one, as in you can run it if you only have Skyrim and Official High Res pack number 1, I'm guessing, because you'd need to have Dawnguard and Dragonborn to have 2 and 3 respectively. And once again, it recommends where to install it in your load order. Let's go on to Files, and once again, Download with Manager. Between these 2 mods, the download is approximately 1/4 gig in size. So that's the downloading bit for today. Let's go on to Mod Organizer and get these installed. Right, so now we're in Mod Organizer. I will say I'm leaving these here because I know I've just updated these files, and these are a reminder that these have just been updated. These are just standard installation guys, so double click, manual, looks good, click OK, and these will take a few seconds to install. Once it's done, enable it, and I'm going to drag it up to the top of our load order, just below Dawnguard. Then I'm going to install the Unofficial High Resolution patches. Once again, double click, manual, Looks good. Click OK. Then enable, and I'm going to drag this one just below the official DLCs. There you go. So they're in the approximately right order. Just double check on the plugins. So click and drag all the way up to the top. So we want it to be just below Dragonborn. Won't let us go any higher. The reason for this is that Noctatip and Campfires are ESMs or Elder Scroll Masters and have a higher priority than an ESP can ever have. So this will always load after any ESMs. Shouldn't be any problem really, we should be okay there. And I'm going to do the same with the high resolutions, bring it up to just below the high res patches, so there. No, just there, above the bandits patch, that'll do nicely. We can disable these ESPs if we choose to. So everything's in the right place. And before we run this, I'm going to change my profile to my vanilla profile, if that's okay. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to enable these unofficial patches and move them to where they should be in our load order again. I know I'm going through the same things here again, guys. Do the same here, so move the legendary above the high-res texture packs. The reason I'm using my vanilla profile, and we'll actually go back to just using Skyrim to run the game, is that unlike most of the mods we've installed, you don't get an instant graphical notification of how it works. There is no backpack add-on. It doesn't change the way that bows work. It just corrects little errors in the game so far. Now I'm going to go back to my most vanilla save with Edward. So it's back by the stones outside Riverwood. And I will get a list of things that this repairs straight away without any other mods or anything else. So let's do that now. I'm going to click run. Going to load down to 117, I believe it is. So it's right down at the bottom. Yeah, 117. Edward Imperial level 50. So here we go. Come on, you know there's more. Come on, there's one more, you know what it is. There you go. Now, as I've stated several times, Edward here is a level 50 character. He hasn't done anything with the companions. He's worked with the Dark Brotherhood, with the Thieves Guild and the Mages Guild. And he's also completed the main quest and the Dawnguard quest and the Dragonborn quest. So he has got around quite a bit, but there was quite a bit there that was updated, quests that weren't finished right, a dragon shout that wasn't right, and a couple of items that were either misnamed or weren't as they should have been. It may not sound like a lot, but there are a lot of other things going on there that we won't even see. But this is one of those mods that a lot of other mods like to have to work with. So the Khajiit Speak I have to reinstall partially relies on this mod, as will another mod I'm going to install called Cutting Room Floor, which replaces some bits that were cut out because Bethesda couldn't get them to work before release and then left them. So that's to come as well. I know this has been a short episode, so I won't say I've taken up enough of your time, What I will say is my usual, if this has helped, give me a like, write a comment, maybe subscribe. A big thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.